How's going, YouTube? So this is Abbas, and today I'll be talking about the new Adidas shoes, which are called as Ultra Boost ST. ST stands for stability, and I was looking after a good running shoe with having a good kind of support. And initially, I was looking for something which is like not very strong in terms of, I can say, stiffness of the sole, but at the same time, the stability point of view was always there, and I always needed a shoe with having a midsole as a proper kind of support, right? So after analyzing the various kind of shoes, so my three kind of shoes which I really shortlisted was one was Adidas 17 from Brooks, which I'm presently using for like everyday walking and use. Second was the GT 2005 from Asics. And the third one was always a point of question where should be going for New Balance, or you should looking for Nike Lunar or like Nike Air, or they are like Zoni, Secondly, and so many other brands, right? I was confused, and then I landed up into my old Adidas Boost shoes and I realized like how responsive and fast these shoes were, and that actually led me to use these shoes. So I'm going to do an unboxing for you for Ultra Boost 2017. Here it is, stability shoes. Here's a Boost box. It's a typical yellow stripe box, right? It says out here, regular Adidas Boost box. Nothing very special, though I think so. Like Adidas Boost Alpha Bounce, it has a very sliding kind of box, something like how it's like sliding and coming out like an old matchbox. So that's how the box looks like, but like it hardly matters. Like I'm going to throw away anyway. So let's talk about the shoe. Here it is, the legend. So let's talk about the shoes point by point, that why I really like this shoe, what I'm going to use with it, and how really to go ahead, right? So let's talk about the shoe. So this is how the front looks like. The front portion, if you see closely, is having a lining, and it's not a mesh, it's just like a proper, they're like a fabric which is made of a single thread that the store guy told me, which allows your foot to get a comfortable feel, breathability, but at the same time it's more durable than your previous mesh, right? And unlike the I can say Adidas Pure Boost, this one is not flexible, but when on this portion is flexible, the black one which you see here, right? So if you stretch this one, it has a certain stretchability, this not. But anyway, that's not the point. Now if you look the shoe from here, right, is from, if you see the other Adidas Boost Pure Boost, they are like getting narrow from here and giving a typical this smooth look, right? Wherein this has been a new change in the Adidas Boost series. Why so? Let me explain you. Because earlier the toe box area was not wide enough or thick enough, and not wide enough. This was having a problem while you're running. Your foot is coming down, giving all the pressure here, which was reducing the durability of the shoe, but that's not the case anymore. All right, so this is about the front portion. If you see, like very less running shoes had this point of thickness. So here it is, approximately is going to be 1.5 inches thickness, which is a very amazing point, right? And then you have a regular 3. Don't go for the YouTube video which says going to uncage and going to cut all this, is a bullshit. Once you remove that, is going to be a big problem, because these guys are expert in their business. They design the shoe analytically, looking at how the human foot is, what kind of muscle movement is, and what kind of support is required. If you're doing something, you are getting your I can say a big foolish decision is going to be spoiled such a wonderful shoes. Keep it there, and specifically if you have an arc problem like I have, this portion, it comes exactly where your arc mid is and gives you wonderful support while walking or standing for long hours. So stay to it. Now the main thing why this shoe is amazing, this is the first time a Boost shoe by Adidas having that much quantity of boost. Do you see this? It's crazy, man. It's a lots of boost there. All right, so second point, how it is close to Brooks Ethylene, right? So Brooks Ethylene has a multi-density EVA, wherein you get the first time in history of Adidas a boost composition which is stiff from one side and not, right? So if you see here, this portion is soft, from heel is super soft, but when you arrive here, it's not. If you see here, it's stiff, not a very thick like how Adidas 17 are there, but not. And then this have a support. So all together is a multi-density boost material out here. Now the inner portion, there's a lots of room. The tongue is not a soft leather kind of thing that it gives you a wonderful grip but makes you feel uncomfortable, and you want your natural I can say like a original or orthodox shoes were made. No, but it doesn't move. I have checked it. It's wonderful. That's on the inside. The liner is just like regular how it's supposed to be. It's like being how the previous Boost shoes are. Is good. And inside that, I will let you later on. Now let's talk about the quality of the lace. I have been using like North Face, Adidas, Columbia, and all these shoes. They have pathetic shoelaces, except Asics that has exceptional shoelaces. These ones are amazing shoelaces. They have some stretchability to it. So once you tie up, I don't think so you need to bow down again after 1 hour to tight up your shoe, stuff like this. Maybe it's not as best as El Salmon automated pulling lace strings are, but they are really good. So I spoke about the fabric, I spoke about the sole, about the midsole and everything. Let's get back to the heel and stability portion, how stability is defined. So first point, the inside of the shoe, the Boost here is tough. You have a stability wrap so that when you're going, your foot doesn't go down, right? And then you have torsion system inside. Let me take two if you can read it. And then you have a continental sole. So when Pure Boost first came in, they had a problem with their outsole. The outsole was not at all lasting, and after say 500 kilometers, the foot was flat. So if you're walking in a mall, you're making voices, you're going to be slippery. Here you're going to have a sticky, somewhat like Vibram sole. And I went to the Continental website and they said they're into business for 140 years, blah blah blah, and whatever it is, that doesn't matter. But once you start running on road or stuff like this, it will get rough and give you a natural grip. Yeah, but it's not a trekking shoes, a running shoes. So till the time you're on roads, tracks, and within malls, office, whatever it is, it's your everyday go shoes. All right. So let's talk about the heel portion, which I really missed. So heel out here is a little bit coming up. So if you see this portion is coming up, it will stop allow the mud to really get over. The heel is well balanced. Your heel when settled on the shoe after some times and the Boost gets heated up, it gives you a soft kind of feeling, but it shouldn't be very sinking how the ASIC cups do. That your cup goes, or maybe some of my shoes, few of them just like GTS, which one I was using, it was Ultra Pro 3D. So and that one, what will happen is your heel will go and fix that much that after some time you will want a free movement. This will give you a moderate amount of stability and a comfort running shoe, because when you're running, your foot are in motion. What you require maximum is like to control your feet, stability, motion control, and arc support. All three of them are natural, that you don't have to wear any socks inside, actually feel it. And I just forgot to tell you that there is no lining inside here, so it's super smooth. You wear them without socks, with socks, you're always good to go. It's a ortholite kind of sole. It doesn't say it's microbial free or ortholite stuff like this, but it almost feels like it's fully around, so it's okay. If you have something extra, you can do that. What I have seen new is that Adidas Alpha Bounce is having a leather insole. Will maybe look good, but like not impressive. It's just a fashion shoe, Alpha Bounce. I tried it and my foot was going like overpronate, sinking in. If you move around, it's give you extra bounce. So it's just like a fashion shoe for walking or driving, and that too for teenagers, guy like me. Bad choice. And then you see inside, it's just like a regular Boost. I'm wearing a size 9, so it's like true to my size. I'm wearing for all the brands like Brooks or Asics or North Face or Adidas. Previous one, size 9 stands true to the size, so you're good to go. So I've spoken to you about everything. So let's talk about the collar lining and everything. So this is a new Adidas in heel cover, which is coming up to give you extra support. If you see here, this material, it shines in dark, so it's like a reflector kind of thing. The material out here is sponge is good, but I'm okay with that. And then have a regular heel cup. So these heel cups give you a moderate amount of support, but when your foot is inside the shoes, it gives you extreme amount of support. And then you have it done in black Ultra Boost. Alright, so the guy told me that Ultra Boost and Adidas return here is done very smoothly and perfectly with the same guys who are doing such kind of fabrication for Mercedes for the holograms, whatever's in the car. So everything which all this year is 5-star, the best quality of EVA or the can say support or foam kind of thing is there, the best kind of lining is there, laces are superb, it has a perfect support. It's not like a caged one, it's like a very thin synthetic support, but it won't really come hindrance while you're doing a long-term run. And overall the shoe is good. So one of the reviews said the outsole is going to last almost double like the previous Ultra Boost or Pure Boost, whatever the case is. So it's like an overall good stability shoe, which I'm going to use. The life of the shoe is going to be around 1,000 kilometers. I have spent about 210 Canadian dollars. So if you find your color, you're happy with it, go ahead and do it. You're not going to repent. For any questions, you can write down to my boost video and I will going to update you. So next video will be talking about, I don't think so that till now we have a good review about Italian 17 from Bruce. I am to go over that review, and then in the third review I'm going to come with the trail running shoe. This is the summer season is on. I'm going to do a lot of trail running this season. I will take you through which are the best shoes available in the market, which are good, and that's it. The only regret I have that these shoes are not waterproof, and like in Canada at times I keep on my runner shoes or these shoes go till like October, November. I have to face a lot of snow and rain. At that time could be a good use. So till then, remember the shoes rocks. Amazing upper, proper broad leg, big toe, multi-density EVA things going on, which I call them boost. Very thick boost, ultimate toe system, support, stability, all is there. Your dog Adidas. Take care, bye guys. Love from Abbas from Canada.